Hey everybody, how are you today? Let me go to the comments. I'm happy that you're all here because we have a special friend and I see she's in the chat. Hi Liz and Lolly. Who else? Okay, I don't have my glasses on, guys, so this could be challenging today. There's Charlotta. Hi Sandy Scraps, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. There's Lisa. Hi Bobby, Sheila, Suzanne, Diane, Teresita. Good to see everybody. There's Kathy, Louise. Wow, Karen. All right, we got our Karen club going here. There's Chris from Australia, Christine. Hi, Jane. Hey, Leslie. Valentina. I said Charlotta, right? Hi, Jenny. Good to see you. There's one of my team members. There's Mary Beth, Bernice. Oh, good to see everybody. Oh, this is going to be so fun today. Hey, Sharon and Michelle and Diane. Yeah, there's a lot going on. So I told Lolly, just hang out for a minute, Lolly, because I have some announcements. I just wanted to make sure everybody knows. Sorry about this background mess. I'm still getting ready. Last night, I was up till 6 a.m. like an idiot because I was checking my last minute artwork for my physics stuff. So I'm sorry if I'm not all there. Anyway, happy Leap Day. Did you know that's what today is? I saw it on Instagram. So happy Leap Day, everybody. And I don't know if you're celebrating in any way, but I haven't leaped, but, it could happen. I wanted to, first of all, just say thank you to my new friend and neighbor, Debbie, because she knew that I was freaking out about all this stuff that I have to do. And she offered to cut some kits for me. And so I brought her over a bunch of stuff yesterday. And like a couple hours later, she sends me back a picture of all these nicely stacked little sewing boxes, which take forever to cut. So Debbie, God bless you. Thank you. Anything you want, I will do. So, and this is my neighbor that I just met a couple days ago, like a week ago. Anyway, it just gets me choked up. So thank you, Debbie. Okay, a couple other things. Tomorrow is our release party. And to make things even more exciting, we don't know if the samples from the team are going to arrive in time. So, little stress here, but oh, there's Glum. Good to see you, Glum. Anyway, we're going to hope that they get here. They're coming tomorrow, but it could be by the end of the day. It could be at 10 o'clock. I have no idea. So I'm tracking it. It looks like it's on track, but we'll see. So we have some other alternative things that we're going to do. It's going to be fun one way or another. And it could be that they come halfway and I go running upstairs when the doorbell rings and come down with the samples. I do have some from the team that they were too fragile to send to Germany, but they've been around the world, basically. They've been in Germany, Creative World. Then I gave them there to Stacy at Scrapbooking Made Simple because she had an early release in California, and then now they're making their way back here. So we're going to hope and pray that they make it. I am going to have die bundles available. I'm working on them right now. They'll be listed in the Etsy shop. I don't have a lot. They're already, Stacy sold so many, like I can't get them. So I think I have 30 sets. So I'm going to list them. If you want them, they'll probably go up tonight. So just let me know. Just reserve them. They're coming. They're shipping tomorrow. So we don't have to wait a long time. But I don't have them in hand. So I'm going to give it I'm going to say a week to 2 weeks, but it's probably going to be a week that I get them, and then I'll ship them out to you. So if you're interested, let me know. Also, for all you folks that are watching on Instagram, I'm so sorry. I'm not able to see your comments because the platform that I use hasn't been able to integrate that yet. I can see my YouTube and my Facebook comments in my little chat thing, but I can't see Instagram. So if you're over there, thank you for watching. And we hope to see you tomorrow for the release party. It's going to be at noon Eastern. And we hope that you join us for that. It's going to be exciting. It always is. At least I'm not going to be in a car dealer. Hopefully. What else? I think the rest I'm going to talk about with Lolly. Oh, next week is Scrap Acropolis at May's channel. So if you guys have not signed up, wait a minute, let me put a little thing up for that. Where is that? May. There we go. So if you're interested, wait a minute, I didn't say show. If you want to sign up, it's really going to be fun. It's a great retreat. May, she does a really good event. And for me, it's like, it's going to be scraps. I have a ton of scraps. I don't know about you guys. So I'm teaching a class, and then we're going to do I think it's called the Scrappy Go Round. They're little 15-minute classes. So you can buy the event separately or together. So if you want to, go ahead over. That's the 6th to the 8th. So that's going to be fun. All right. Now, let me just, and then I should say this, I think. We're having our release party tomorrow. I already said that. What else? So this is this was the early release. So if you wanted to get a look ahead of time, you could go over and look at Stacy's video. She did an amazing, some kind of cool techniques that I haven't done lately. So it's really fun. You should go over and watch. Okay, now this is my special guest, Lolly. And I don't know what I did. Oh, I didn't put in a space there, but she, you can find her on YouTube. And she is like a very famous YouTuber. We're very lucky to have her here today. And so I am going to bring her in. Are you ready, Lolly?
I am ready.
All right. So let me think how I do this here. Here we go.
Did it. Hi, everyone.
Yay. So Lolly is a friend of mine. I met her. Where did we meet?
Creativation in Phoenix.
Yeah. Oh, in Phoenix. Okay.
Yeah.
A while. Yeah. So I don't know how many of you guys have seen Lolly before. She's everywhere on YouTube. She's got millions of followers.
Oh, I do not.
You have a lot.
They're just worth millions to me.
Well, that's true too. That's like my group here. Yes. But no, I was just checking. You have what, like 65,000 followers?
Yeah, I just reached 64,000. I keep thinking of that Beatles song, you know, will you still need me when I'm 64?
Yeah. Yes. Well, so tell us what you do on your channel.
Well, I say craft exploration. I'm a paper crafter. So when people say, what do you do? Are you a scrapbooker? I say, no. They say, oh, so you're a card maker. And I say, not really. I like constructing things out of paper. And I like finding new ways to build things. I like making journals and finding new ways to make pockets and fold outs. And
yeah,
I play with anything. So
yeah, that's good. Well, I mean, a lot of people like to watch you. You're very good.
Thank you.
You explain things really clearly, which I don't always do. So I'm always learning from you. But and a lot of people on here are saying that they follow you already. Lisa Townsend and Karen Rogers. Okay. So do you see the comments? They're talking.
Yeah. Thank you.
You want to know how long it took for your house to be restored after that?
Oh, it took a full year. Ugh. You know, we had it was May. It'll be 2 years this May. We were on a boat in Florida, off the Florida Keys, when our house flooded. And it just took a long time. We still have not put the garage back together again. And all my husband's power tools were all destroyed. So anything that was electrical, it just like it rained down. Our bedroom is above his workshop, and it just rained down on it. And he had a 7-gallon bucket empty, and it filled with water. It shows you how much water came down.
Oh, man.
All of his power tools were just rusted over, and I stood there and cried. He was very stoic about it, but it was hard for me. My craft room didn't get anything at all. So,
wow. Well, thank you.
I felt really bad for him. So we still have to have hauled away all of the old
stuff. Yeah.
Stuff that was ruined. Yeah.
No, I get it. My daughter had the same thing happen. A toilet exploded. They were home. They were in bed. It was the middle of the night, and same thing. They've been out of their house now for 6 months.
Oh,
They
that's a
were little
lot.
kids.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
We moved in with my mother-in-law for a
Oh,
while. You can't be in the house
right.
during certain phases of the renovation, and
Yeah.
they have fans going on. They have dehumidifiers. They have to get the
Yeah.
temperature up to 80 degrees in your house. So
Ah,
it was just hot and miserable, and the constant noise of the fans I thought I was going to have to really stop video production for a
yeah.
few months, but I was able to get in now and then, and then
Boy,
it
you're
so
hardcore, Lolly. I don't know.
hardcore.
Um, we were talking before, and I'm so intrigued by the name. It's like your perfect name. What is your real name? Is it Lolly?
Lolly, I've been Lolly since I was a baby. It's not my legal first name, but it's the
Oh,
name I've gone by since I was an infant. So
oh wow.
now Palooza obviously is not my last name. I've had people who thought that I married a man whose last name was Palooza. That would be awesome.
Convenient.
No, in the 90s, now some of you may have heard that Close to My Heart is closing their doors
Yes.
after June. And oh my goodness, I had never heard of stamping. I saw an invitation to a stamping party from back in the day. It was called Dots,
Yes.
for dozens
Yeah.
of terrific stamps. And
Right.
all the stamps were designed by the owner, Jeanette.
Yes.
And I got excited when I saw that, and it sparked something in me. I knew I wanted to do that. So I went to that party and I signed up immediately without ever holding a rubber stamp. I knew I wanted to do that. So I became a dots demonstrator. They were called demonstrators back in the day.
Yeah.
And it just got so crazy busy. I had I had a downline, and I would give them as many parties as I could. And it just still kept growing and growing. And I really thought, I was just reading nicknames since baby's been Dolly, Liz.
Yes, I saw that.
So it was too much, and I finally just had to quit. But I had a customer base who wanted to still learn from me, and I had accumulated. I was storing or whatever card stock, because
Oh,
card stock really was more affordable back then, and I would sell them card stock. And so they started coming to my house to buy it, and I started doing workshops in my basement. I knew I needed to be able to buy stamps from various companies, and so I needed a business name, and I wanted something to incorporate my name Lolly.
yeah.
And I just started looking through the dictionary at words that started with L-O, and I was just going to change it. And I saw the word La Palooza, all one word, just spelled the same way, except for an A where the Y is.
Yeah. Wow.
That it means something extraordinary. And I
There
thought,
you go.
woo,
That's you.
so
You did it.
and it was one word. I was using Lollapalooza as one word at the time. And then years later, I had quit doing that. Well, September 11th, when the Twin Towers were struck, everything came to a screeching halt. Never sold another paper again after that. I don't know. People just dropped off. And so I quit doing that. And eventually on YouTube, I needed an account so that I could comment on,
Oh, right.
so I could like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And so at the time I chose Lollapalooza, but the name was taken as far as a URL was taken. So the URL was something weird, like I had to choose Lollapalooza full.
Oh,
Like, I am so full of Lollapalooza, you can't get any more full than this. And I couldn't stand it. But then after I didn't record videos because I didn't even think about it.
yeah.
And then about 2006, I was at the grocery store. I don't, how many of you remember this? Smash Books.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, I am not a scrapbooker, but that appealed to me. I bought a Smash Book, and I started looking on YouTube. It was the first time I actually looked at a craft tutorial.
Oh, wow.
And I started seeing people doing videos on Smash Books, and I thought, I could do this. I love teaching, and That was my favorite. I'm a retired nurse. That was my favorite part of being a nurse, was
Yeah.
teaching patients. So,
Wow.
so I started looking at tutorials and thinking, I want to do this. I had my husband. I'm in an unfinished basement, folks. This is a concrete wall back here that I painted, but it's unfinished, wooden rafters. So he brought me an arm coming down from the rafters so I could film. You don't have to have all the cool stuff. You don't have to
Yeah.
have the magazine ready craft room, you
Yeah.
know, all the
That's-
equipment.
Yep.
And I thought it would be so cool if I could get like 500 subscribers. I thought that would be really awesome.
Wow. It is, but you have way, way, way surpassed that.
So once they, I forget, EK Success made Smash Books, right?
Right. Yep.
I think so once I reached 1,000 subscribers, they let me pick a custom URL. That really helped.
Oh, yeah.
And now they've gone to the @ symbol. So now all you do is just type in youtube.com/@Lollapalooza. Wonderful.
Yeah.
You can find people and you can tag them. So I'm no longer Lollapaloozaful.
Well,
So,
that's a good one too, though.
yep.
Oh, there's Amy Powers. Hi, Sins. Oh, we have some new people joining us. That's nice. Lenine, good to see you.
And Karen says was huge into Smash Books.
Yeah, that was fun. That was kind of free.
It's like it's a freestyle.
Yeah.
You can make your own. It's a memory keeping system. It's not like scrapbooking. They give you some decorated pages, and you put a receipt in there. You put a ticket stub. You put a photo. You journal. It's just like everything gets smashed into the book.
Right. It's kind of like a junk journal, I would say.
Like that, right.
You know, more personal to you maybe than the junk is.
Yeah.
You know, because
I don't have one within arm's reach, so I can't show you, but they're fun. And
yeah, they're cool. I remember it came with like a little pen.
Yes.
Or like a glue pen.
Yes, a glue pen. Yes.
Just glue stuff in, right?
Glue stick. Yeah, it was a glue stick, but it was a long, skinny pen-shaped glue stick.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I think, didn't it have a glue on one end and a writing?
It might have.
Pen on the other.
It might have done that. Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, it was a cool idea.
Karen, I had the same thing. I bought so many because I was into it. Whenever I'd see them on sale, I'd snatch them up, you know. And of course, I won't say how many I have now.
Okay, that's another question that I had for you.
But
because, well, the other day I was talking about my new friend Debbie, because I went into her craft room and it is perfectly organized, like amazing. And I have not let her down here because I don't want her to have a heart attack or think I'm like some kind of freak. I don't even know her that well yet. So I told her someday. But anyway, are you, and this kind of goes along with, I was going to ask if you were a messy crafter or a neat crafter, but it also goes with your room. Like, do you have it, like, is it functional? Is it like pretty? Is it, you know, I'm also in an unfinished basement, so I get what you're saying. It's, you know.
And you know, I like the unfinished floor because I don't panic when glitter and spills happen. But so I had shelves. Let's see if I can bring you around here. I had shelves, and you will see. Let's see, it goes this way. They were all painted blue when I took over this area for my business, and then so in my early videos, you will see me sitting in front of those shelves. And they were blue and, you know, all filled up. But it was 2020, January, I got back from Creativation, determined to do something in here. That's when I color coordinated everything. And I love it. So it's pink, lavender, and turquoise.
Nice.
I love it. I love the look. I painted the shelves. We moved things around. It was a lot of work. But what I did, I moved everything out so I could paint and move furniture, obviously. But I have less floor space now than I did because now I have a bunch of IKEA stuff against the wall that's behind me when I film. So this wall is just because my computer is on this side of it. But on that wall that has the big canvas behind it, it says Lollapalooza. There's IKEA over there. So I have everything in its place. But what happened was I don't have as much storage as I was hoping I would have. And so I couldn't move everything back in. Now I'm in this dilemma.
Yeah.
So this side, you know, everything has a place, but over in the rest of the unfinished area,
Yeah.
you know, tell me you watch the TV show Hoarders.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like that. I can't handle it. So, you know, sometimes they get offered a piece of craft machinery and I say, I don't have any room. I have to get rid of something because I also sell craft supplies. So I have a packing area for that. I have all my inventory on that unfinished part. So there's just too much over there. I do want to get rid of that. But now when I'm actually crafting, that's a second question, right? So I have a 6-foot table and I take up the whole thing when I'm crafting. And I like to be organized. I do not like not being able to find my bone folder. I don't not being able to find my pokey tool.
Yeah.
That really irritates me. But at least on a video, I can edit it out.
Right.
So the 5 minutes of me, you know,
looking around,
crinkling paper and moving things around, you can't hear that because I edited it out. But it's there in every video, I assure you. So,
I just do the live and they have to listen, and I'm sorry, but
my problem though is that I have so many projects going on at once that I will slide something over because this thing takes precedence right now before I can finish this one, or I don't have the right tool to finish that. So I can get 3 projects at once on there, and that's when it gets hairy.
Yeah.
I pour up from the floor up at that point. So it's really
very familiar.
Yeah.
I think it would be so cool to have like a room, and I know that people do it, but like it seems like either you can organize it and make it look pretty, or you can actually do the work.
Yeah, you can actually use it. Yeah.
I'm sure they do the work too. I mean, they do.
I'm constantly finding things that I forgot I had.
Yeah.
You know, because I have other shelves, like metal shelves across from these wooden ones, and I find things that I forgot I had.
Yeah.
But, you know, can someone have too many craft supplies? I jokingly say there's no such thing. Silence thy mouth. No, but in essence, there are some things that you can buy so many of, and then they'll just go dry because you didn't use them in time. Like Nuvo drops, I love them. I love all the colors. And on the other side of the wall where I have my IKEA stuff, and you see like every color of the rainbow of Nuvo drops, very cute. But if you don't use them, they really do get thicker and pluggy, and then they just don't work. So are they a paperweight now? I mean, you know, the
pretty stuff.
People say, do they spark joy? They make me happy looking at them, but
but they should be useful too.
They should be useful too.
I mean, that's the thing. This area where I work, it's my computer desk, and it's also where I film because my computer's here. So it gets like, just like tomorrow when I have all these samples and I have to try to keep everything together. There's boxes everywhere. So it just gets crazy. But yeah, we just do the best we can do.
We do. And I got excited when at the time it was We Are Memory Keepers came out with their project cart. And what is it? And I thought, this is the secret, because if I have a project half done, I will move it onto one of those trays. You know what the project cart has become? Things I want to work on in the future. So now it's not helping me for what I want it to do.
Yeah. I know I've tried many different things, and sorry guys if we're getting stuck in this, but I thought maybe I went and bought some of those like mesh bags. They're like clear, but they come in all different sizes. You get them on Amazon for cheap. And I got them and I started organizing stuff in them. That kind of works if I want to keep it all together, like dies and like for like releases that are not here yet, but I need to keep track of where they are.
That's true.
And that's good, but then they're not big enough. So then I have berry trays that I get from Costco that I put because that'll hold almost hold 12 by 12 paper, depending on the size. So then I organize stuff in that, because the thing is, when you go to clean, you have to put all the same stuff together, so you have to have a place to put it. So anyway, I have just tons of them. I have tons of storage, but it's not all where it should be. So anyway.
Well, one of my theories is that we never can reach perfect organization, just because, let's say it's ribbon and I can have all of my ribbon perfectly organized, but then I discover a new use for ribbon or a new style of ribbon I didn't know existed, or a new color,
Yeah.
whatever. And so I buy like 6 to 12 more spools. Now they don't fit where they used to be. So I need to change how I'm storing those. And it's a constant evolution.
Yeah. Or
How do you store?
New storage stuff comes out that looks cool, so you have to try it,
Yeah.
Let's see. Isabel says she's been downsizing her craft supplies. Her excuse in the past was she needed a lot of equipment and supplies. She sometimes delivered craft. Oh, that is good. You don't have that excuse. Well, that's good, Isabel. That's good that you're doing that. All right, Teresita, she's relating to Lisa. I know Lisa is very clean. When working on a project, I use all my desk counter behind me in the floor. Wait a minute.
I do that too. Yeah, I do too. I utilize the floor. I utilize the counter behind me when I'm crafting.
Yes. This is the most true thing. Teresita says, we never have enough storage. We always need more. Just accept it. And Jenny said, my craft room is a real workspace and not a museum. Nothing would be more true than that.
That's a good, right.
That is. And I'd rather, you need to, when it comes down to it, you just have to get stuff done.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Just the Nike slogan, just do it,
Just do it, get it done.
Get stuff done.
Linda's craft room is a disaster right now. She's working on birthday cards, but she wants to get back to Christmas cards. All right, you're already ahead of me, Linda. Unless they're for this past year.
And Glum says she'd use the floor if she could see it.
She could see it. That Glum. She's very witty. Yeah. So I think we can all relate to that.
Yeah.
But anyway, before, we still have time, but I wanted to talk about Creativation, because I think that a lot of people hear about us talking about it, and it has kind of evolved in the last couple of years. It's had many names. It was CHA, then it was like Creativation, which was AFCI was the company that managed it. And eventually we merged with NAMTA, which is the National Art Materials
Trade Association.
I think
so.
So we merged with them. Was it like 3 years ago? Something like that.
Yeah, it was 2021.
Yeah. Okay. So this would be our third show.
And that was the year that they did the live trade show because of COVID. Instead of doing an in-person event, it was virtual.
Virtual, yeah. But now it is live. So we've been, going to that. And I was
thinking live as in live video. It was virtual in 2021, and now we're back in person.
Okay, so 22, 23. So this is our third one. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's fun. It started out kind of a weird. I don't know if you went to the first one. There were like 5 craft companies and then all the art stuff, and because it was their trade organization, it made sense. So they were all in the front, and then the 5 craft companies were in the back.
There was a little more than 5, but
well, it wasn't too many.
But you're right that it was a kind of in the back, and so that was the Orlando show, and that was the first year in person. I walked onto the showroom floor, and I had a hard time not controlling my tears because it was so dark and gloomy in there, because it has to do with your convention center, and that convention center was dark. And I thought it was like having a nightlight on instead of the lights. Yeah. And I thought, oh no, this is horrible. And I was so depressed from that. And what they were doing was the convention center asks each vendor to pay for additional spots above their
Oh,
above their area. It's poorly lit on purpose so they can get more money out of the vendors. And they told me, one of the vendors told me it was like $150 a day per spot.
oh man.
So $450 for the entire showroom
Yeah.
experience for one spot. And they, you know, two spots was not enough for the smallest booths. It was just so
Wow.
work. But we persevered. We brought our own sunshine with us, didn't
Right.
we?
We did. We had fun. We didn't care.
So the videos were kind of really dark
Yeah.
too.
Well, you do your best. Now, when you do a video at a place like that, do you have the little holder thing, the
Yeah.
gimbal or whatever?
I've gone back. Well, I first you'd see. No, I bought a it's a little old camcorder, the little flip out thing, you
Yeah.
know,
Okay.
and that's what I've used all along. I know it is not sufficient, and the sound, it's just the technology is getting too old. The sound isn't good enough. So I was looking into a new camcorder for this
Yeah.
year, and I am not a photographer by any means. So I need something
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
It's not my shtick. So, but the gal that I always bring an assistant with me,
Yeah.
and the gal that I'm bringing this year had just bought a new camcorder and learned how to use it, and she loves it. And it's the one I was looking to buy anyway.
Oh, wow.
So she's bringing it, yo, thankfully.
That's
And
nice.
that's what we're going to use. I do have a gimbal that I bought for, I do on the road with Lolly, which I go to like craft stores
Yeah.
sometimes. And yeah, and so I will use the gimbal for stuff like that. But I have found that that gimbal battery doesn't last but
Oh,
half an hour. It's like,
oh, wow.
what on earth? And it was a well recommended brand. I can't remember
Hmm.
what it is right now, but
Wow.
it does help to cut down the shakiness, you know.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot because I was trying to get so much in the first year that I was taking the camera and saying, look at all these
Yeah.
papers, you
I
know.
know.
And it was very dizzying,
Yeah.
and I was telling people to slow the playback on the video to
Oh,
like
that's a good idea.
0.5 so they wouldn't get
Oh,
dizzy.
that's smart. Yeah,
But
see, I use my phone because I do lives. I I do lives, and I'm gonna say it right out. Like, I am not good at editing, and it takes me forever because I go through and I'm like, oh no, I said again. Take it out. And so I
yeah,
say it a lot. So
I do too.
I do not like editing or video. I would rather just do the live, get it
Right.
done, go on to the next one, no editing. And so kind of that's what people know they're gonna get. Sorry guys.
Yeah.
Bye. What camera are you, Eileen and Lolly, using at this live? I am using my laptop, the FaceTime from my
Yeah.
laptop. Is that what you're doing, Lolly? Yeah.
Yeah. And
When
you
I
can see
do,
it gets kind of dark now, and then I have to scooch forward so it focuses on my face. Yeah. Otherwise it gets kind of dark. But anyway, so I love Creativation. This, I haven't skipped a year since I started, so this will be my
wow.
7th in a
Oh boy.
row. I loved it at Phoenix, and what happened at Phoenix and how I met Eileen. Trade show, the showroom floor was used to be always Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and people would start leaving on Monday to fly home, and so Monday, and I did too, because I felt like I was away from home too much, and so, but so Monday on the showroom floor was quieter. And I kept trying to get in to see Eileen and her new releases with Sizzix. And I kept trying to get in to see her, you know, and it was just busy, busy, busy at her booth, you know, in Sizzix booth. And so finally one year I said, I'm staying for the event on Monday as well. I'm not flying home on Monday. I'm flying home on Tuesday. And I walked right up to Eileen's booth on Monday and was able to film without any.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
But you and I had both talked so much throughout that whole event that we were both just, we were losing our voices. I had a throat lozenge in my mouth, and we were like, oh, so that's a really cool time you have there, Eileen.
At the end of the show, like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you persevered. That was good. And then we keep running into each other because we're at the show. So now we're part of a group called the Creative Professionals, which is like bloggers, content creators, YouTubers, designers. I mean, it could be anybody who makes stuff, that shares stuff, that films things, and we kind of work together. So we are in this group, and you may be wondering what this gigantic E is behind me. Well, somehow Lolly and I were on a call, and they said, I don't know how this whole thing happened, but by the end of it, we were going to get these letters. We decided we're going to spell out Creativation.
They're wood, and they're huge.
They weigh 12 pounds. I mean, look at this thing.
It stands up by itself.
This is the letter. Yeah.
So it's like 13 of us got a letter, and it spells Creativation, and everyone's going to decorate theirs differently.
Yeah.
How wide is yours?
18 inches wide. It's probably about the same.
I think mine is 22 inches wide at the bottom because I have an A.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So let me get this out. We decorate them however we wanted.
You can see who the efficient one is here. Lolly's is done.
So I used scrapbooking papers, and then I added ephemera, and then I added diamond dots. Okay.
Wow.
And that took a while.
Yeah, I bet.
Now it's all dark. It's got to find my face again. Come on, baby. You can do it. I'm trying. Come on, baby. There, it's starting to brighten up.
Belinda says we could build a tower with it stacked vertically. We figured out it's going to be 20 feet long.
Yes, it is.
To have it. So this thing is going to be a statement when we get it all together. And we were wondering, because in this group, we keep seeing what other people are doing. And two people I saw had rainbow, like bright
rainbow colors.
One, Janet, had black and white. I haven't seen that one, but yours is kind of
pastels and soft colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it sparkles. I got glitter.
That's the thing. It's going to be us. So each designer is decorating in. And I said, can I get the E? Because,
Eileen. Oh, there's no L in Creativation.
Oh, that's a slogan right there.
Mm.
There's no, what is it? There's no something.
There's no I in we or some or
yeah,
no or
me
like that.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever it is. Anyway.
Erin's letter is one of the colorful ones, very rainbowy.
Yeah. And
I love rainbow colors. She did a
great
me
job. Too.
And I thought she's, for those of you who don't know, Erin Reed. Erin Reed makes, and she, those felt, you can cut like a circle of felt and then spiral cut it and then roll it into a flower.
Yeah.
And so she did that, and I don't know how many of those she made. She had to make 70 or so. She had to make a ton, and she put them on there in rainbow colors.
Really cute.
Very, very, very bright, very much of a statement.
I know.
Because she said that the surface of hers was an inch thick. And I thought, girl, what on earth did you put on that thing? Sculpted clay? I had no idea what she did.
Well, I, as you may be able to see, is blank. So I was going to ask my creative friends in the group.
Oh.
I did have a couple ideas, and I'll run them by you. And you can tell me too, Lolly, what you think.
Good idea.
All right.
Let's vote, everybody. Get ready.
Yeah, have a vote. Well, or just throw stuff out there if you can think of ideas, because I need to get going on it. Wait, Kathleen just said something about she finished reorganizing and cleaning her craft room. Oh, good job. I was talking to her the other day. And there's Belinda. And who else? We missed Darlene. How's Darlene doing? Okay. No I in team. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So Teresita's saying add flowers. Of course, Teresita is famous for her flowers. Jenny says it's got to be aqua, which I was thinking. Decoupage, I thought about that. Watercolor flower. Okay, these are good. So here's what I was thinking. Hi, Julia. So what I was thinking was, because I have a bunch of embossing folders, I was thinking I have a bunch of already embossed papers. So I could do like maybe like a mosaic of embossed papers.
Mhm.
You know, that might be pretty.
You
And
need to do something that you have designed, so one of
yeah,
your embossing folders or
right,
your dies,
right. That's what I was thinking.
you have
And
that benefit of having designed your own products.
it is nice. It is because there's always stuff. And I mean, it's kind of like an ad for me, you know.
Well, yeah, it should be.
So the other thought that I had was, and I was kind of going in this direction, was to do like a junk journal on the front of the letter. So like have little pages that come out, little
Smash book.
smash book. It could be. It could be something like that where, you know, I would just get like a color scheme, which would involve aqua, Jenny, and just kind of stick little, or even have people put their business cards in, or I don't know, it might be like an interactive letter. So,
Several people have mentioned you need to use your flower dies to
oh
embellish it
yeah,
somehow.
well, I could just
But
take,
you don't have to cover it, but even if you
right,
did the
in
embossed,
there.
the whole letter with embossed paper and then
Yeah,
a couple of accent flowers, like one bottom of the corner, kind of like,
yeah, yeah.
here,
Well, actually, I looked on Pinterest and said like embellished letters or something, and a lot of them had that. They were just like one little, like you would put up in a kid's room,
Oh,
or
how smart. I didn't
yeah,
think about that. Pinterest. Can I do a redo?
or turn it around. Well, I guess it wouldn't work that way.
I don't have time. I
That's
don't
okay.
have time.
You're done. I would not even think about it.
I had to get it
Yeah,
done because I had other things I needed to work
yeah,
on.
I do too. Yeah. All right.
So,
Now you
Belinda, what is Sizzix wax? You mean like wax
know,
seals? Do they have wax seals? Is that?
no, it's luster wax. It's that would make
Okay.
it pop. That would be pretty.
Right.
Interactive. What about my camper and truck? Yeah, I could. I mean, I could just cover it with die cuts, all different shapes.
Yes.
I want to kind of have you know, have it look nice and pretty too. But
Right.
I feel like if I put too much stuff, it'll
Right.
be
That's the thing. What I did with this, I covered it with all one scrapbooking paper, which is just basically like words, tiny words across the paper. Then I laid the ephemera onto it and I walked away. And I would
okay.
come back every day and look
Yeah,
at it,
I would.
move something, look at
Yeah,
it. And I just kept doing that until I was ready to glue it down.
yeah, that's good. That's very good.
Belinda says to make a road trip with the camper on a trip. So you could do that. So it's a scene. Is that what you're thinking, Belinda? You could have
That
a
would
road
be,
and the sun and
or a map. Like I could
yeah,
just put a map on it and then put all the
perfect.
places that I'm going to,
That's good.
because there's a lot coming up.
Yes, that would be really
Um,
great. It
now,
would have to be a world map,
I
Eileen.
know it's true. I could do 2024. I've already been to Germany,
Mm,
and I'm going to the UK in May.
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
it
that
has to be a world map, but
would be pretty cool.
that would
See
be really good. A road trip is a great idea.
yeah,
Ding, I think we have a winner here.
I know. And the little camper in the truck could be finding its way around.
You need to put a little miniature picture of yourself in the, in the car pulling.
That would be fun. All right. Now that's totally blowing my mind. All right. Picture frames, tissue paper flowers. See, all of these are fun. Interactive sounds fun.
Now we're going to try and get pictures of the whole Creativation sign, but
Yeah.
you have to get right up on it to video because
Yeah.
the detail will be 20 feet long. It's going to
It's
be
gonna have
hard.
to be, yeah, it'll be huge. See, what we were thinking was we could get that like shrunk down and put on a tote bag so that like
I would love it. Yeah.
people could use it in the future for like artwork to promote Creativation,
I have
because
a t-shirt, the old Creativation t-shirt when it was AFCI, and it's like Creativation. It's like you can't, maybe that would be the way to do a t-shirt. You
yeah,
can't
yeah,
get,
maybe. Yeah,
yeah, it
yeah,
would look really funny
yeah.
if you just try to get it all on one line on a t-shirt.
Karen Gartland says Scottish flag. She's so patriotic to her beloved Scotland.
Oh, that's cute. Leslie, put a road winding on the E and names of the places you've been. It doesn't have to be an accurate map.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of like the graphic they made for my road trip to the UK. It's got like little but they're not really where they are. So
Right. Not accurate.
but yeah, anyway. Okay, guys, sorry. I didn't mean to go off track here, but I am a little
No, that's a great idea. It was good for you to get direction on how to.
they're my focus group. Whenever I need to know, I say, what die should I do? What stamp should I make? What stencils should I do? Did I mention there's stencils coming out, guys? Maybe in June. Anyway, okay, Lynn likes the map. A twist and style for the road. Oh,
What is twist? What's twist and style?
That's a tool that I developed with Sizzix a while ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Yeah.
I remember it now. Yeah. I didn't remember the name, so.
Yeah, that's all right. So let's talk about other things that happen at Creativation. And also thank you guys for the idea.
That was great. Thanks,
go through that later.
Teamwork. There is no I in team. Thank you, team.
Yeah.
Well, at Creativation, the first 2 days are workshops and seminars. So workshops we get to take using the new products so we can experience them and tell you all about them. Right. So I get to play with something new that Eileen has made, or I'm taking Sizzix classes, and that's exciting. And you came into our Sizzix class last year. And then there's workshops on seminars on how to build a business. And if you have a store, how to sell. So Creativation is in New Orleans this year. And can anyone attend Creativation? You have to be a NAMTA member. And so you're a buyer or a retailer. Yeah. Or a creative professional, like, a blogger, YouTuber, or be brought as an assistant with someone who's going. Like I can bring one assistant every year. So I bring somebody. And then once you're a NAMTA member, Creativation is free, but you do pay for your workshops and seminars.
Right.
So 2 days of education and then 3 days of showroom floor.
Yeah.
And I go around and I video the booths and say what new products are coming out. And that's what my viewers like to see, what's new products. But I've also done some demos in booths for companies. And this year I'm scheduled to do make and takes. If you're not familiar with make and takes, it's you walk up to a booth and they actually they're not just demoing it and showing you, this is my new product. They're saying, here, you make this card. And so the attendee comes up to the desk, makes a little bookmark or a little card and takes it home, make and take. So they have supplies there for you to do that. So I'm leading make and takes for 2 companies this year, which does take away from my videoing time, but it's really good conversation to get to know people and help these companies promote their products. So
that's great. Who are you working with?
Gina, Scraponology. Hi. California, the reason they quit California was the cost of the convention center. Pure and simple. That's why they keep saying they can't go back. The convention center charges too much. So I'm doing demos. You said, who am I working for? I'm doing demos for graphics arts.
Yeah, okay.
Duralar acetate alternative and the chipboard I've been using. And I'm doing make and takes for Penny Black.
Oh, yeah, the stamps.
I did not know they were still in business. So I'm really excited. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
That they're still. I reached out to them.
Oh, neat.
And I said, I see you have a new product, that this is what creative professionals do and how we help promote companies. I said, I see you have a new product line I am excited about. I want to make sure that I can come to your booth and video this.
Oh, wow.
And she got back with me and she was so excited. She says, oh, we have so many ideas. We want to make our company bigger and they want to branch beyond card making. And so she's asking me to help her do that. So
that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. They have some really cool stuff. They just released some new stuff on their website today.
Wow.
And they have more new stuff coming out at Creativation. So
that is the perfect example of why creative professionals, we're kind of the bridge between you guys and the manufacturers. Manufacturers are busy making stuff. Their job is they have product development and all of that, but their basic job is to make the product and sell it.
Right.
We take the product and translate that into what to do with it.
Practicality.
Yeah. Like, why do you want this? You know, what are you going to do with it? So it's, and the interesting thing was when we merged with NAMTA, they didn't have creative professionals.
I know they didn't.
So we came and they're like, they didn't know what to do with us.
They didn't.
But they're getting it because
we're the fun people.
We are the fun people.
We are, because
we're the whiskey sour people.
About this, art, there's fine art and crafts, and the two are merging and melding in the world. We crafters are using mixed media supplies.
Right.
My husband started watercolor painting when he retired, and he would go to the art store. I said, honey, I have that. Start asking me. I have masking fluid. I have that. That. And so we are the testing ground, Belinda. I want to tell you, here's another story. I like Beacon adhesives a lot. I use Fabri-Tac constantly. So, and I used to use E6000, which is not Beacon. I like a good permanent glue for my paper clips. And so I used to use E6000. I knew it was toxic. But when I found Beacon PowerTech, I got excited. I started telling all my viewers, use this, it's cheaper, it's less toxic, it's permanent. But what happened was once you opened the tube, it started thickening and congealing inside. And then I was squeezing it trying to get the glue out, and my knuckles were turning white, and then it would string like mozzarella, and it would blow out the back of the tube. So I had to do a video review, and I said, folks, I've been telling you to use this glue. I'm sorry. You need to not use it. Here's the problems I'm having with it. Well, a lot of times I'll do a review and send it to the company. I didn't send that to Beacon, but they found my video. I got contacted by the CEO of Beacon, and he is a sweetheart. He said, like Eileen said, he said, we are good at what we do. We are into product development, but we don't do consumer testing, and we should. So that's what I was doing. I was doing the consumer testing. So they tested it, said, yes, this is great. It's great. But I was testing it over a period of time. And so I quit using it. But the following year, I went back to Creativation, and he told me, he said, Lolly, we have reformulated it. I think you're going to like it. He handed me a tube. I love it. He solved all of the problems with it. I took my bad review video down. So nobody can find it now. And I use that glue all the time.
Good.
That's that bridge thing.
Well, he owes you. I mean, you should have a lifetime supply of that stuff.
I almost do. Now and then he'll say, hey, do you need some more supplies? And they're keeping me in Fabri-Tac. And
that's good. Yeah, I like Beacon too.
Belinda, it's called PowerTac, Power-TAC.
Yeah. And yeah, you can probably thin with acetone, because I think you can do that with the other, like,
I don't know, but it's in a tube, it's not Fabri-Tac in a squeeze bottle that you can take a lid off and add acetone. It's in a squeeze tube.
Yeah, that's too hard.
And once you get it out, how do you store it? So PowerTac, and I will write that out.
Yes, everybody likes Beacon. We are the testing ground. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So
yeah, you know what? That is another perfect example of, we're out there in the trenches. We're doing the lives. We're doing the on-the-job training, testing, and sometimes mistake making. But that's how you figure out whether something works or not. And somebody's got to do it. So,
but I love working with companies, and I'm excited for Penny Black. I'm excited to show you. Keep an eye on my channel, because I'll be doing some demos and making takes there. But I'm excited about. Okay, Leslie just put a link up to PowerTac. I'm excited about the new product line that they have coming out. Cool. I mean, they did come out with. You're going to like it a lot. So that's what I'm going to be demoing and making takes. So it's called Stick and Shine. So
Ooh,
if you like foiling, but you don't want to get a hot foil machine like the Glimmer, you're going to like this product. So
interesting.
and so Penny Black was the owner was really excited when I reached out to her, and she said, "Things happen for a reason. I'm so glad we're meeting." And
Nice.
that now, Eileen, isn't Creativation so busy that, like, you and I always say we've got to
Have
get together
lunch.
and just
Yeah,
talk,
I know.
and our schedule fills up so
I know.
quickly. It was like, "Hey, Eileen,
I know. That's
email
I
me."
always see Erin Reed, and we're like
I know.
holding cats as we video each other, you know.
Yeah.
But it is fun. One thing I forgot to ask you about that we were going to talk about, that was going to be our topic,
Mm-mm.
was Lolly did a video. She made the sewing box. So I thought I would like to benefit from your comments
Experience.
about,
Okay. I
how
have
would
to
you
reach over. Excuse me. So this is the one I did.
cute,
Some
adorable.
So what I found in doing this, and I used chipboard, and I had to write supplies on the bottom because this was also a project that I did for graphics as well. So I used graphics chipboard.
Mhm.
I didn't realize that, and I was afraid. I was a scaredy cat about I kept watching Eileen use these and cutting the mat board. And every time she would fold that, it would go crack. I'm just like, oh, I'm afraid to
That
use it.
can't be good.
It can't be good. Sounds like my joints are creaking. So I finally took the plunge and went, oh, I'm in love. So then I heard about using the chipboard. So I started using that. I think the difference between using chipboard and the mat board is my experience is the mat board glues and holds better
Okay.
just because I love the brown look because I wanted more of like a wood look to
Yeah.
it. Um, and it's not saying don't use it for sure, but it's just that I think it wants to retain its old flat shape more than staying this.
Oh,
So
okay.
you just took a little extra, effort to glue that. But what the huge tip I would say for doing these, because this is a big project,
Mhm.
is I use digital scrapbooking paper
Ah,
instead of buying a paper pack
right.
because then you get one sheet, maybe two.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That
if
was
if
smart.
you are true, students of mine, you will make a mistake like I do, right? I messed up so many times, and because I had the digital paper, and
Yeah.
I was realizing, oh my goodness, I need so many of these, 6 of these boxes.
Right. Right.
And I did choose a different color for the hinges
Yeah,
and a
that's
different
cute.
color for the little legs here.
Adorable.
But it takes a lot of paper. And so when you have digital paper, I think this was, oh, Bobby, help me out. It's Echo Park, but it's who's the Snap Clicks Supply?
Oh, okay.
I think I think that's it, Bobby, right? Snap Click
Yeah.
Supply. They have the Wednesday deal where you get
Oh.
digital downloads really
Oh,
cheap.
nice.
So I got this. It's called I'd Rather Be Crafting,
Oh,
this pattern paper,
cute.
really cheap on their Wednesday deal. So
Mm.
and then these little spools are like miniature wooden spools. They're not vintage. I just got them in a bag at Hobby Lobby. And I wound
Oh, okay.
embroidery floss around them. And then I
Yeah,
have a
I love that. Great little handles.
yeah.
So
So
cute.
it's really great. And I did find that because there's no those of you who've seen Eileen do this and make these, um, we put the paper on beforehand. And I do like before you die cut, I do like that. You put the paper on the chipboard or the mat board and you die cut. Um, but if you put the paper on afterwards, you can wrap the paper all the way around and it helps
Yeah,
it to stay
that's true.
shut. But what I did was I put a little bit of that 1/8 inch ribbon all the way
Oh,
around the
cute.
very top lip. It's just the lip
Oh,
inside there. Try it.
pretty.
There we go. You can see it
Oh,
there,
yeah,
the
okay, yeah.
very round edge right there.
Yeah,
And that with Fabri-Tac, and that also has keeps it together.
together, yeah.
So that was helpful. But I think using the digital scrapbooking paper was
Yeah, that's great.
the biggest help for me on that.
Okay, so Gina just put a note. Yes, Snap Click Supplies, Echo Park, Cartabel, and a few other companies, and $1 Wednesday. So Michelle was asking what digital papers are. Those are papers that you find on a website, and you know they have them all over on Etsy. A lot of junk journaling people use them, and so you just buy them. You get the download, and you can print as many as you want on your computer.
And yes, Lynn, you can print your digital on anything that your printer can handle. So you can print it on copy paper, and then it's like writing paper. You can print it on cardstock, which is what I do. I print it. So again, this paper is Echo Park. I'd rather be crafting. It's the paper line. I bought the whole thing. So I can print those off, add in an item. I can print them off as I am printing on white, just plain old white cardstock from Hobby Lobby that comes in a multi-pack.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because it's cardstock, but it's not so thick that it jams my printer up. But it's thick enough, you know.
Yeah.
Matte presentation paper. Presentation paper is a good thing too. What it means is it prints in a really high quality for doing presentations that you need to give to a speech or whatever. Bright white paper is good if you want good color. So a lot of ideas there.
Yeah, we always have good ideas. I go back and read these. That's where I get all my ideas mostly.
Yeah, I don't know what the weight is of the cardstock from Hobby Lobby because the little paper that was with it is gone. I believe it's around 80 pounds.
Oh, okay. So that's nice. That's a good weight.
And Teresita uses a gel plate to print paper. Great. So you can do that and do a mixed media.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to be intimidated by doing this project, you know, because it's so it really does come together very quickly, and it's not hard. You know, Eileen has a really good tutorial on how to actually assemble it, and then I did a video showing me assemble this one here.
Yes, Lolly has the abridged version. If you just
have the abridged,
go to Lolly.
I had to edit mine way down because it was. I'm going to give you the link. I had time constraints in doing that. There you go. This that I'm giving you right now is the actual video link. If you want to copy that.
Yeah. Well, I think they can grab that from the chat, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah. 65 pound.
Yeah, Bobby says 65 or 80. So it's one of those. You're right. They have what they call a heavy duty and a regular and the lower weight, but
okay.
Gina from Scrapanology says formerly Nina changed to Astro Brights, huh? I used to use Astro Brights. That's one of the things that I sold when I sold cardstock.
Yeah, me too. I did that a long time ago. Well, you beat her to it, Glum. Glum is like the whiz. So is Jenny.
Whiz kid.
We take all the links from anybody that can put.
So it's good paper. I mean, it just doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be 120 pound weight or 120 GSM or anything.
It's kind of hard to use that. I mean, if you want to add that on the mat board, then it's heavy.
And then but it's my printer just doesn't like it. And if I use if anyone has a Cricut or a Cameo, there's print and cut and print then cut, depending on which company you're working with. So when you print for your digital cutting machine, it has what's called registration marks on the paper. So like in the corners, there's little dots so that your cutter knows where to cut. And I have found that when I print with really heavy cardstock, the printer kind of slides the paper and drags. So it's not an accurate representation of the image, and it won't cut in the right place. So I had to really go. If I need a thick cardstock for something, I will use the lower weight and then glue 2 sheets together
Oh, okay.
to
Well,
make it thicker, like on a paper clip. And those of you who know me know I do
oh, yes.
altered
Yeah,
paper
all
clips.
about that.
If I need a real stiff cardstock, I'll just do 2, I'll use 2 dies maybe and same die, cut 2 die cuts, glue them together and just make it thicker.
Yeah. Do you want to say about your Facebook group, your paperclip?
Oh yeah, we have a group on Facebook called Paperclip Art. So if you like altered paper clips, we do have a challenge every month. This month's challenge is clocks. So to do a paper clip with up, it says this comment has failed to post.
Huh.
It's paperclip art, so
Okay.
it won't let me share the link for some reason. I think it doesn't want a Facebook link.
Oh, sometimes it does that. I don't know.
Anyway, so anyway, we have a challenge. This is the 29th, and I haven't done my challenge because I got sidetracked by more responsibilities and things I have to prep for Creativation. But so I will get my February challenge done in March.
All right. Well, you're allowed. It's your group.
Yeah. Plus, I have crafter ADD. Oh, look, a project. Oh, look, another idea.
Yes. Oh, there.
Thank you, Leslie. I don't know why it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, that's weird. Sometimes we can't do it from inside the live. I was surprised that you got that other one went up. So,
yeah,
anyway, I think we've been talking for over an hour, which is a lot of fun. And that's what happens when you have a good time talking to your friends.
we do.
Thank you for coming on, Lolly.
Oh,
anything else?
for having me.
Anything else you want to say, or?
Oh, I think we've covered everything that I had written down. I just want to say back to Creativation that they have done such a good job melding fine arts and crafts and making the whole community welcome. And I think this is the future.
Yeah.
The fine art community, they used to have Art Materials World was their trade show. Art Materials World, crafters had Creativation, but the crafting companies they have to come out with new products like every 6 months to stay relevant. Fine arts, they don't come out, they don't innovate as much.
Right.
So you would go to there and say, well, there's your paints again, there's your brushes again, there's your pencils again. There's not much new.
Right.
And so with us, we brought to the table the newness of it and the excitement of make and takes and the excitement of demos and of workshops. And so, a crowd gathers and gets excited, around the creative process. And that's the way I like to think of it. It's just a creative process.
It is.
And we all work together. And I think it's great that this is coming together. And I can't say enough good about the NAMTA board. So when ASCI and NAMTA, those are the two associations, when they merged, they kept the name of the association as NAMTA, but the name of the event is Creativation. And I just think the NAMTA board people are so phenomenal. I tell them every year and every month how wonderful they are.
Yeah, they really are. They have given us a home, which we wouldn't have had,
Yeah.
And like they'll do breakfast, meet the designers, and they're going to promote us. And, I think that we bring something to their products because, like Lolly said, paintbrushes, how much are you going to do with paintbrushes or watercolors or whatever? But
we use watercolor paper and we use canvases and we
use everything and give their products a new look too. So it's just all a big
happy family now. I mean, I think it's merged well. It will continue to merge well. And I just think they've done a great job. And the NAMTA board is so receptive and available. They're available.
I know. Yeah, they're everywhere. I'll just get a message. I mean, it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, good. I'm glad
it's been a good experience. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for coming.
Yes. Thanks for coming, and check out Lolly's YouTube channel and subscribe to it. And wait, let me put it up one more time if I can find it.
Those of you who are my subscribers on here, make sure you subscribe to Eileen as well.
Yeah. Thank you. EileenHall.com. I do lives twice a week. They all know.
That's incredible. I don't know how you keep up with that.
That's crazy. Well, I'm so grateful that you are here because tomorrow we have our release party. And if I had done a project today, that would just be too much. So
that is too much. So we get to talk. Talking is easy. Talking is cheap.
It is. And it's fun. Yeah. Well, I'm going to see you in about a month. No, in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 weeks from tomorrow, I think.
Tomorrow. Oh, 3 weeks from tomorrow. Yeah, that's probably.
Oh my goodness, I have too much to do. Oh my goodness.
I got a big old letter to do. All right. I thank you everybody for all your thoughts. And thanks again for Lolly joining us today, and follow us when we go to NAMTA because it's going to be.
We don't actually go to NAMTA, we go to Creativation.
Yes,
yeah.
It's one big destination for me.
All righty.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So, all right, guys, thanks so much.
We'll
see you tomorrow at noon Eastern. Okay.
Yep. Goodbye.
Right. Bye.